Well guys, Rich here, and a very warm welcome to you all. And I say warm because it's been 94 degrees out there today, and I've been out filming with Phil from Filthy Coat RC, link to Phil's channel below this video. Speaking of other things that are getting hot and bothered besides Phil and me, and it's still seriously warm even now, the Traxxas Rally kind of did okay, better than the other day. The leads on the motor stayed on the motor. However, Phil and me think we may have identified what's causing the problem on the car. Phil very kindly offered to help find out exactly how hot the motor was, as you'll see in this short clip.
Here's them, Phil.
Oh, let me see. Holy shoot!
Well, I think there goes.
Marks on my finger.
Heat might be the issue here, guys, but I think yours truly has still got the
yeah, it's a heat issue.
That gear is maybe still a little bit too tight.
It's got to be
on there because it shouldn't be getting that warm on there.
Now, I am feeling slightly guilty because Phil did actually burn his finger testing that out. And I would say, guys, in this video, you are going to see this Traxxas Rally run and Phil's ECX Ruckus run. Now, it's a brushless version he's got that he's made up himself. He's only put about 200 bucks into it, and the thing absolutely flies along. It just shows you don't need to throw like hundreds of dollars at a car to put about $200 into the car. The thing does about 50 plus. It absolutely flies, handles really, really well. Super cheap tires he's got off eBay, which you'll see in just a second as I'm going to get him to talk you through the car, and then we're going to see it in action. Let's switch to Phil and ECX Ruckus. You're also going to see the rally in this when it does get rather hot and bothered. But check out Phil's car because his ECX Ruckus absolutely flies along.
Out with Phil from Filthy Coat RC, so found ourselves a nice little spot to come bash in. So talk me through the car, Phil.
This is ECX Ruckus 4x4, and it's kind of like a budget build for me. I won this on an eBay auction. It was a box, a closed box with box damage, and so it was a bid. And they run brushed for around $200, but I got this for $100. I won the auction, and so right now I have a total of $200 into this, maybe total, and that's what it would cost you to buy a stock brushed one with wheels and tires and the system that I have in here as well. It's just it's an OC Day system in it. It's 3660 3800 kV 4-pole OC Day. If you can see, I don't know if you can see in there. Yep. And the 80 amp. This is the same ESC that was in the Cheetah. We talked about this.
Yeah.
It's just the JLB just rebrands it. It's a different color. And Raystar has the same ones, but OC Day is the OEM for these. The OC Day company OEMs these, and then a lot of companies buy from them and put them in their RCs. That's
going to fly compared to the Cheetah because that's a lot less weight in that, isn't it?
It's pretty light. It's got a
in the Cheetah. It's
got a plastic chassis. Yeah. It's a composite chassis. This is a short course style chassis, but this is their monster truck version of it. But the length of it, it's a 13.5 wheelbase 10th scale, so it's long. It's long like a short course truck. And with these are, I got these HSPs for $20 on eBay, and this battery, I got these. They're small. They're only 22 milliamp, but this whole setup, it would be under $200.
That's pretty impressive.
It flies. We'll check it out right now.
Excellent.
This runs a Mod 1 gearing from factory, and right now it comes stock with a 9-tooth pinion, and I'm running a 13-tooth on it right now. And what I forgot to do was mount my fan because it is 90 degrees out here today.
It's getting seriously. It's getting warm. It's like summer has arrived here.
Yes, yes. So I'm just used to it.
Yeah, and I've just got that little axial, and that's got the same same kit on there. I just. Oh man, that looks fun.
The next upgrade for this will be the Servo and the Servo Saver. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Oh, nearly.
Just rocky though. Look at that.
Oh, nice save there. Yeah.
I found every big rock so far out here. I've hit them. The one way over there, I hit them all. So these tires were $18 actually, and they're okay out here, but it's pretty loose. So let's see if we can hold a straight line. That wasn't bad.
That's not bad, is that? Yeah. That shifts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
That's got to be like into the 50s, I would say, in that. Nice.
It doesn't want to flip. That's the cool thing. It'll flip, of course, but you can drift it because the length of this chassis, it's like a big rock. It's actually longer than a big rock because I have the centers, and the centers are like 12.7 wheelbase, so these are 13.
So the heat becomes what out here? The heat becomes an issue when running.
Yeah,
I never thought of that. Yeah. So there we are, guys. That's something I've learned there, because I would not have thought about that, about the ambient temperature being high, and actually causing a problem. Yeah.
Yep. It will.
Yeah.
Almost.
Looks like a scalded cat, that thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bumpy out here.
That is seriously impressive. For what the money you put into it, that is seriously impressive.
Yeah, it's cheap too.
Oh, step right. Yay!
I'm finding all the big rocks today, that's for damn sure. These are tough, man. People give ECX a bad rap, I don't know why, but I've had a bunch of them and they're strong.
Fingers crossed today we won't have any overheating issues, guys, but we shall see. Seeing the gearing. It's wanting to wheelie almost because that's yeah, ooh, quite a handful. Have I gone out of radio range? Quite possibly. I downsized the gear. I downsized the gear for acceleration so it wouldn't overheat as much. Oh yeah, it's got a little corner just like stupid. Ooh.
What is it, a 57
I'm wondering.
Castle you said?
Yeah.
Is it stuttering on you again? We gotta see if that lower gearing helps with the heat and make sure that it doesn't desolder itself again.
I've got a fan which I might think to put that on the motor here. Whoa, that Tamiya flies along. And I'm gone again. I'm wondering if that is whether it being warmer, whether that's
I know the TQIs don't have the best range, but you should have enough range for
yeah, so there we are now, it's back in range.
See
and it's not going well today.
See if we can get it. Oh, it's bad. It landed on its feet though. Look at the wing. I bent my wing all up. Check it out. That thing just did a crazy wheelie. Check it.
Whoa, mama.
It doesn't feel that tight.
I can just back that off and leave it to cool down for a few minutes and see how we get on there. I have got a fan, which I could have put on there as well.
Maybe a fan.
Well,
did you have
stop play today?
Did you have heating issues before you put in the extra diff?
No.
Okay. Then you might want.
It changed from a 48 pitch gearing to 32 pitch.
Right.
And it feels a lot stiffer since I put the diff in there.
Right.
Anyway, guys, anybody out there got any thoughts on this? Because it's, as I say, fast but fragile, and it's definitely too hot at the minute, which may indicate the motor leads have not come loose today. Fingers crossed so far.
If you kept going, they probably would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this is still warm to the touch. What I'm wondering is the centre diff that I fitted to the car is very, very stiff in there, and I'm wondering whether I take it out of the car, take the thing apart, and see just how thick the grease is in there.
Anyway, I'm going to take the camera now and show exactly what the problem is. Well, first of all, I thought the gear mesh might be a little bit too tight on there, because it kind of feels, it does feel a bit stiff, but the gap on there is set absolutely fine. I run a piece of paper through it and the gap doesn't seem too tight at all on there. So the only thing I can think of is that this centre diff that I've got, that I bought super cheap off of eBay and fitted to the car, it was very stiff when I put it in, and I do wonder just how thick an oil is on it. So let me whip the chassis apart, get the diff out. It's like a 2-minute job, and we'll see just what's inside the centre diff that's maybe causing the problem, because Phil and me definitely think it is the centre diff that's the issue. Anyway, let's whip it out and have a look and see. Okay guys, well, I think I might have found what is causing the problem
I'm not sure what weight of oil this diff came with, but that is how thick it is. You see the oil getting wrapped around itself there. Shows just how thick it is. So I'm going to take some nitro spray and completely blast the innards out of this thing and put in a much lower weight diff oil, as I think that is just way too heavy. Reassembling it, I've stripped away all of the grease in the main as much as I could get out in there. I've just put a little some normal grease in there as opposed to diff oil. I think it was way too thick in the centre there, which was just causing the problem. So time to put the cover back on. Okay guys, that immediately is feeling so much freer compared to what it was before. It's untrue, so fingers crossed. Me and Phil go, I've got to the bottom of the problem. Thanks very much for that, Phil. Sorry about the finger.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video of me and Phil having an absolutely cracking bashing session. Some good does come out of all these bad things. I have got to the bottom, I believe, of the problem with the gear in there and overheating on the Traxxas Rally, so that shall be running in that anger again in the next few days. So if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to subscribe, because I've been testing it in the dark just now. I won't even tell you what time it is when I'm filming this, and the handling is just sublime. But it is cornering way too fast for out in the yard there, particularly in the dark, because I haven't got my light working tonight. And do check out that ECX Ruckus, because that's absolutely cracking car that Phil's put together there for the money. That's got to be doing like 50 miles an hour plus to my mind on that, and the handling is pretty decent as well. Anyway guys, speedrun coming up next. This is being very late at night. Yours truly has got to build a spool for the Armour Typhon, ready to get it ready for speedruns tomorrow. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share if you like it. Well, thumbs up if you like this video guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.